Morning. Been almost 12 months since the video. Lots changed. Just walking down to the plot now. I'm going to show you my successes. There's nothing there actually, I've pulled most of it up. But yeah, tell you what's been successful, what hasn't. So let's go down and have a look. So there you go guys, a lot has been pulled up. I think we were hit by a frost the other night because I come down and there was a lot of plants affected by it. So I was starting in the greenhouse. Yeah, you might remember last video, the greenhouse was over there on my old plot. I stupidly just picked the greenhouse up over the fence and put it here. Unfortunately, it damaged a bit of the greenhouse. These struts are a bit worn now. So it's a job for winter just to secure this down properly. Corona hit. Didn't get a chance to get any of my seeds. Struggling to get any. So this year in my greenhouse there's not been a lot in here. There's just been 3 tomato plants. Even then they were given to me. I sowed my tomato seeds. They come up and then done nothing for 4 weeks. Literally nothing, so I got rid of them, cut my losses, scavenged some tomato plants. Got rid of quite a few chickens this year. They were getting old, so we sold them. Lost a few as well. Again, I think it's down to age, but we've got quite a few. Managed to hatch 3 if I can find them. Yeah, so there's the one, there's the other, and that little black one just there. A lot of my chickens are currently going through a molting, so I'm not getting much eggs. So I'm just having a nose round, check and see. They're laying in weird places, so I've got to keep my eye out to see where they're actually laying at the moment. But like I said, a lot of them are going through a molting. But like I said, yeah, we've got rid of quite a few. I bought 2 in at the beginning of the year. My lovely green eggs, this one here does. And then we hatched 3. The hatched, I think Easter, actually on Easter Day, I timed it just right. Moving on to the rest of the plot. Right, so yeah, last video told you I was giving up my plot. Well, that half, someone else has took that on. I've moved over what I could. Took my trees. So my apple tree, this apple tree, I absolutely love it. I've had this years and years and years. It's put on quite a lot of growth this year. My pear tree, which originally was going to be planted up there, but I planted it here just to give a bit of privacy for when you're down the bottom. Planted this, forgot to stake it, and then the following day we had some winds and it toppled over. So at the moment it is just propped up the best I can until I can get it properly staked. Carrots, we've never been able to grow carrots in the ground at this site, but what I found is if I got an old water tub, cut it in half, chuck a load of compost in, does amazingly. They just do amazing. I can't fault them. I mean, look at them. I've not done anything with them. They are literally put them in the ground, put them on there, feed them for tonight. put them in the ground, like sow it, water it until the seedlings come up. Ah, look at that one. And then leave them to it. I don't water them, nothing. I just leave them to it. We've had a lot of tomatoes pop up, tomato plants, self-seeded, pop up in this bed. Again, we were hit by a frost the other day, so I pulled them up. Give them to the back to the chickens. Pulled them up. There were a lot of green tomatoes in there. So yeah, I've got to make something with them. There's a lot of green tomatoes. Rhubarb's done really well this year. It did struggle at the beginning. We had a lot of what can you say? We had a dry spell, really hot at the beginning of spring during lockdown. So it did suffer a little bit, but it's bounced back. Winner this year has got to be my, what was in here? Sweet corn. So what I've done on this bed last year is I just filled it up with just stuff that can compost down. Then in winter last year, I took all the soil from out of there and just basically dumped it into that bed. And I'm not kidding you, that has got to be the best sweet corn I've ever had. I also had some courgettes here as well. At the moment, underneath the net, we've got some onions. The only reason it's netted is I don't want the birds taking them. Just got some onion sets, overwinter them, see what happens with them. Potatoes were in this bed. I struggled to get seed potatoes. Luckily, I had some potatoes left from last year's harvest. So I thought, you know what, let's whack them in, let's see what happens. And you know what, they've done amazingly well. They've been pulled up now. My leeks were planted in. Leeks were very late going in this year. They went in at the end of August. Again, I struggled to get any plants and seeds. I managed to get an order in at, I think I ordered them in June, but they didn't arrive until late August, which for me was a bit too late. So I'm probably looking at a late harvest of those really early next year, but it doesn't matter. I've got something growing. My biggest thing this year that I didn't like is in this bed I grew all my salad crops. Chard's done really well. Chard, I can't fault the chard. Everything else didn't germinate, apart from this here. No idea what that is because I didn't actually sow anything along there. I purposely left some decent gaps in between the rows. That's the only lettuce that germinated. So I think next year we're actually going to, in the garden, back garden, we're actually going to make some beds just for purely growing salad crops, lettuce, radish, I forgot what it's called then, just so we can get a decent crop. And as well, when we do fancy salad, we ain't got to drive here to get the lettuce. Just go straight in the back garden, pick it, really fresh. My plan actually for this bed is get a lot more fruit bushes. So you might remember last year I was going to move them from fruit bushes, tried digging them up, it wasn't happening. So I cut my losses. I managed to move the red currant bush. So I'm filming this on my phone and my phone's going. And a gooseberry bush, which is up here. They've not done too bad considering transplanted them. This, I'm told, is a blackcurrant bush, and that plot holder was giving it up. They were going to compost it, so that's it. I'll have it. We'll see what happens with that. The one thing that hasn't really took is my grapevine. So my plan was to grow a grapevine up along, attach some metal wire from the top there onto the top of the chicken run. That's my grapevine. It's not done anything. Now, when I first bought this grapevine years and years ago, it didn't do anything for 12 months. So I'm hoping, is that a bud? Can't actually tell. I'm hoping it's just a case of next year it will grow. However, if not, I managed to take some cuttings and they're doing really well. So if it is a case of that grapevine didn't survive the movement, at least I've got 2 grapevine plants that I could potentially grow on and do what I originally wanted to do. So yeah, that's basically it. It's been a weird year. I've not been able to get a lot of stuff due to lockdowns. The stuff that I have managed to get hold of, like my sweet corn, I managed to get some seeds for sweet corn. My courgettes, they've done really well. Taters, last year's crop that I planted, they've done really well. My outdoor tomatoes have done really well as well. They were self-seeded, so they've done really well. Not going to complain about that. Hopefully next year things will get back to normal and we can get the seeds that I need and get the plants that I need, because like I said, this bed I want to be a fruit bed, so it's just a case of going to the local shops, seeing if I can get anything. Yeah, I really want to do more videos, really do. I actually filmed this video the other day on another camera. Yeah, just making sure I don't stop that then. But the camera died halfway through and I didn't realise. So I can't find the charger for it, so I'm filming this on my phone. Got to find the charger for that other camera. But yeah, like I said, enough chatting rubbish. Like I said, I want to do more videos, even if it's just me showing you or talking about what I'm doing. So I've got an itch on my finger, scratching it with my coat. So yeah, that's it guys. Try and get another video out in the next couple of weeks. There's a lot to do down here. I need to secure up here for the chickens for when I do loose them out, because we have got a fox when I'm down here as well. I can't trust the chickens, they tend to fly about. I've caught them rummaging down there and I've had to get on my hands and knees and get them out. So I need to secure that. Now I have got some netting that I'm going to basically put all the way around the back here. They ain't going to get down there, and just along there, really just to stop them from going onto neighbouring plots. So I'm going to end this. Speak to you later.